Look at this, guys. I'm leaving DC for a ride, so I'm gonna go out to West Virginia. I mean, look at this nightmare. Oh, it's like a cruiser. These are the type of roads that are really fun to ride. And today is a Wednesday and it's like 60 something degrees. I'm actually kind of burning up. I think it's a little bit harder to ride than a adventure bike, if you can believe it. See, the bike feels like it's going slow, but it's really not. Filled with super rich folk coming here. Holy cow, downshifting too much. You don't need to downshift this bike all that much. Prius, holy cow. Man, these guys are over that double yellow like crazy. I'm just not used to the size of this thing. Yeah, this bike is just so unbelievably smooth. It just seems like it's not going very fast. Suspension is really good on this. It soaks up all of the imperfections on the road really well, and it's like comfortable. I actually prefer that about bikes, especially ADV bikes. I like that they're extremely comfortable while riding. It is so warm. Oh my god, it feels like it's summertime. It is windy. The wind just like blew me around. And I do love riding here on a dual sport. This area is really pretty. Right there to the right, and those guys are just filling up their trucks full of water. It's natural spring water. Perfect spot to come and try. So this is closed, and I read the sign, and apparently they're doing a controlled burn somewhere, but this is the parking lot for parking and trailering in, and then all ATVs. There's trails. There's also like a bicycle trail, which is the Massanutten Trail, and across the street is a pretty decent jeeping and ATV trail that goes, I believe, 15 miles north, 15 miles back. And if you want even harder stuff, there are ATV trails that are very rocky here. I did them on the CRF, and they're too bumpy for me. They're rocky. I'm not really into that sort of stuff. But if you follow this particular road, it goes into the George Washington National Forest, where you can ride fire roads. All right, let's get out of here, guys. The town of Edinburgh, Virginia. I mean, this area, America is really beautiful. I don't think people realize how awesome it is. Hey, on this bike, I don't want to ride on gravel. It's just not meant for it. And this is also like a 700-pound bike, and it squirms a bit. Like I'm on this very fine gravel, which is okay to do, but it just it's very squirmy, and I'm not into that. Hey, look how awesome this is. And these people have like wineries here too. This amazing view. Yeah, I gotta explore this area a little bit more. A lot of times too, I have this goal, oh, I gotta go here, but you really don't. You can just spend a lot of time riding a particular section. Let's check out this place. See, I've always loved these type of roads. The ones where they have a creek next to the road. Some of the best riding I've done has been on this road, but this is definitely much better on this bike because it soaks up the imperfections, but also it's kind of dirty. Corner is really tricky. You would think that you go into it, it's one of those decreasing radius ones. This one goes down and up. I love the elevation changes. I want to do gravel on this thing. Oh, it does spin the rear tire, man. This has no traction control, and it doesn't have any power modes either. It's just like a basic, large, powerful, smooth dual sport touring machine. Nowadays, I don't think you can get a 1300cc sport touring machine without traction control and all these other goodies. This is the road we're going to go on. Remember, I have a 5-speed transmission, so you're really not bouncing down too much. If you're in third, you're practically just racing. Just let your bike slow you down in the corners. Lots of debris here, so might as well slow down a little bit more. You can feel that engine temperature, and it doesn't feel that great. That's the thing that I never liked about this bike. There's gravel. Is the engine heat was unbearable in the summer. Going around these blind corners, I can see through most of them, and I always slow down. Look at that, double yellow, finally. A sign of civilization. mountain ahead of us. Folks Run. This is also one of my favorite roads, Hopkins Gap Road. Car over there, don't turn left. Oh, you sack of crap. Ah, I'm gonna get stuck behind this guy. Jesus, these are such good roads, and this guy saw me coming and he's like, yep, you know what? I am gonna ruin your day. And this Hyundai has ruined my day. Man. Oh, you gotta go straight, aren't you? Oh, you sack of crap. Sometimes, man, these guys, usually locals, are pretty good about letting faster vehicles through. It is just so hot, too. I don't think you guys realize it. It's February, and it is boiling. Look at that. There's a creek you can cross over there. The twisty part. This is a really long straightaway before you get to the mountains. By the way, this first section here, super dangerous, and it's also very deceiving because you're coming from a very straight, very fast straightaway where people are generally going very fast, and then you are just diving into this corner in particular, and a lot of people crash here. This is a very difficult road to ride. There's also like flaggers up ahead, so you have to be extra careful. There's a scenic spot on top of the mountain, which is West Virginia and Virginia border. And there's also a really cool lake that I'm about to get off at. This curve, I've had multiple people crash in. It's a little deceiving because it kind of sharpens up as you're going in it. Man. I believe this becomes gravel, but there's that lake. Never say that the St1300 can't do some light off-roading. Alright, it looks a lot worse than... Oh god, it looks a whole lot worse. But you don't have to go too far. You see that? Right about here. This is where the lake is. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh. Whew. Let's keep going straight. It's just down the ways. Oh my god, I actually didn't realize it was this bumpy here. Boat launch over there. I'm crossing this mud pit. Oh, I guess I'm going to go to this one too. Oh, and this one. Ah. Alright guys, I would avoid that if you can, but this is definitely a good spot to come. Look at this, beautiful. Beautiful spot. Almost not even used. This is kind of like a hidden gem off of Route 33. It's this side of Route 33 still has quite a bit of snow, and it's got gravel. So here they have four-wheel drive UPS trucks. That is badass. Look how beautiful this is. This is what Sugar Grove. It's really a hidden gem because nobody comes here. Everybody just kind of goes to Seneca Rocks, and then they forget that there's like so much more riding here. Yeah, it's been ages since I've gone this way. Oh, look at this motorcycle shop. Wow. This is brand new. I've never seen a shop here telling you, like with the amount of gravel on the road and the snow I'm seeing, I don't know how much further I want to go. We have to be careful, but this is a great road, and not a lot of people get out here because honestly it's pretty far. Twisty here. There was snow a while back, so as we're rising in elevation, we have to be ultra careful. Down the road, I also had the misfortune of getting stopped by a cop on my Ninja 250. He actually got me a reckless speeding ticket, and he said I was going 110 miles an hour, which is super fake. This is very dangerous because it goes into a twist and then it tightens up quite a bit. I really should get off the bike, but normally you don't really have to do that sort of stuff on a sport touring machine. Maybe lean your bike, but look how twisty this section is. There is some gravel on the road, unfortunately. Yeah, there's quite a bit, especially coming on the other side. I don't know if you guys can tell. That's what Virginia and West Virginia puts on their roads when it's winter. They just like fill it with this pea gravel. And you can see what? I love the warmth. I do. Oh, that's a beautiful house there. Congratulations. Love this creek. This is just so awesome. And crazy good looking road. You come here and fly fish. This is like really straight out of North Carolina and Tennessee. They have this sort of look to the area. The road here is particularly wide. There we go. Signaling to the right. That was a little bit too wide. That's good. I don't remember this river ever being this high when I passed through here before. Bikes, oh my god, PC800s and FJR. That guy is a cuckoo for motorcycles. If you're watching the channel, post up. I know you live in Goshen. That's incredible. I'm getting horrendous gas mileage. This part of Virginia is just amazingly not well known. But look at this. These guys just like, this is Goshen Pass. Goshen Pass. Man, this area is just so pretty. Look at this. Amazing. Here. Goshen Pass is so underrated. Look at this. What a great overview here. Hey, buds. Damn, that is such a good spot. Roads are excellent, man. This Route 39 is excellent. No, gravel. All right, I just have to go a little bit. The idea of having a slower bike but yet comfortable, and I can still do like 70 miles per hour. I mean, I'm getting like 39 miles per gallon. I filled up at 180. This thing should yield miles. Some people say 300 miles, but that did not work out for me. I do wish like I got an average of like 45 to 50. Hey, buddy. And that's really like one of the downsides of this bike. It's an incredibly smooth bike, and you can get in trouble if you're not constantly looking at your speedo. That's that for that road. That was a great freaking valley road. I loved it. I don't know if you guys can tell. This thing is just wobbling. It is not wobbling when you are on a side road and there's nothing. But this thing, if you get behind these big semi trucks, it just starts to wobble like this. Alright, here's the benefit of the HOV. See that? All of these cars to the right, they're just stuck. Alright guys, that is the end of this ride. We have done 500 miles on the St1300, and this is probably the most comfortable bike that you could possibly get and still have a little bit of that sport bike handling flavor. And 500 miles, man, I could do 1,000 on this and still feel exactly the same way. My butt is a little sore, but that's pretty much it. That's kind of incredible. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for coming along on this 500-mile ride. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!